Executive motoring on AME Info. In my hands I have the future of urban transport. This vehicle is green, it's environmentally friendly, and it could provide a high-speed service between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, with passengers travelling at a speed of up to 250 kilometres per hour. The Superbus, designed by a team from Delft University of Technology in Holland, is attracting global attention and has been brought to Dubai for the 59th World Summit from the International Association of Public Transport. Well, this really is an amazing vehicle, and here at the summit we have the pleasure now of talking to the person responsible for designing this. So, Antonio, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, yes.
The Superbus in Dubai after a flight from the Netherlands on a big
Yes.
aeroplane. What is the key concept of this vehicle?
Well, the key concept is that this is a totally new vehicle that can run at 250 kilometers per hour, that mixes the flexibility of driving your own car with the high speed, and is sustainable, and it's, or at least designed to go towards sustainable mobility. And it has 4 electric motor and is powered by a battery pack.
So to travel at 250 kilometers per hour, it wouldn't be on ordinary roads, it would be on what,
No.
a special lane or a special track?
On a special dedicated infrastructure. So this would be a demand-driven type of transportation.
Okay.
So you would call it up, the vehicle would come and pick you up near where you are, and it will then drive towards the highway and then onto the dedicated infrastructure for the Superbus, where it goes at 250 kilometers per hour. So it does the high-speed part of the journey, and then it takes you wherever you want to go. Then again to highway and city centre.
So it's almost like a dial-up service for high-speed.
It's a mix between high-speed and having the flexibility of your own car, because a high-speed train does not come and pick you up near to your house.
Well, just looking at these Gulf wing doors, to me this is like an enormous stretched limo. So, I mean, what's this made of?
The structure is made in carbon fiber epoxy, like many of the other parts, like the doors. The glazings are all in polycarbonate, and of course, for the seats, you have this very nice and comfortable leather. So very many material have been used for the development of this vehicle.
It's very long from wheel to wheel. I mean, that's a huge platform. It must be light to be able to travel at high speed.
Yes,
so in
that's
terms
the
of
reason.
strength, I mean, you've got a lot of passengers traveling at very high speed. So you've got the safety element is obviously very important.
Absolutely, very important. And that's why for the design of the vehicle, we set quite high load condition in terms of the impact and the bending stiffness and the torsional stiffness targets. And of course, wanting to make all these many doors has been quite challenging with respect to the structural design, because of course the more openings you have, the more wobbly, let's say it becomes. So it's been quite challenging, but of course the usage of the carbon fiber epoxy has helped into achieving the target specification of the vehicle whilst maintaining the weight.
Well, the seats are very much like what one would see inside a rally car, and of course the passengers are strapped in, aren't they?
Yeah, at the front part of the vehicle there are 11 seats, and they are all for like more individual type of experience, so to speak, because you really have your own door and your own seat. You're not really sat next to the passenger.
I'm going to have a look inside here anyway.
To the other passenger.
This is like a second cabin section. So
well, this is just a different type of setup. You can have many different ones. In this current vehicle we have 2 types. The front has got all the seats facing forward, shifted with respect to each other. As I mentioned earlier, in order to have people that want to travel alone just to have their own individuality. Whereas this type of setup is more for like a conference setting. We don't have it here, but we are actually building it back at base. You can imagine having like a big table with the screens and the tables, and like having
a business meeting
at
200 kilometers per hour or so.
Exactly.
So I'm just wondering now, how could it be used? How do you see it perhaps being used in the United Arab Emirates, for example?
Well, there are a number of usage of the vehicle, I think. The initial target, and that is also the reason for making it, is to have an alternative to high-speed train and magnetic levitation train, which is sustainable and can be cheaper because the infrastructure is cheaper.
Yeah, sure.
So with that in mind, you could have an infrastructure built between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, but at the same time, given the fact that it is a new type of vehicle that is built to go towards sustainability, and sustainability, mind you, is not just that you don't have emission, so it's not just the powertrain, it's also the fact of having a vehicle that is more lightweight, and a number of different things. So you can also use it within a city. So there are a number of options available.
So from Dubai to Abu Dhabi in a car like this on the dedicated fast track, it would take probably less than an hour, 1 hour, I suppose.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at well, what's behind us really in terms of the driving mechanism and the power transmission. Right. So it's fantastic, fantastic. So let's go down and have a look at this. This is what I would say the business end, where you've got the batteries and what, the motors here?
Yes, we have 4 electric motors.
Right.
And a battery pack, which is in the middle here. This is what we call the battery hatch, which is very important also in the concept of Superbus, because when the range is finished and the battery needs to be recharged, instead of stopping the vehicle and recharge the batteries, what you do is remove the battery hatch, put new batteries in, and then drive again.
So from what you're saying, the flat battery is taken out, the new fully charged battery is slotted in.
Yes.
So how far would the real car actually run on a full charge?
200 kilometers.
So that means Dubai to Abu Dhabi, no problem?
Absolutely no problem, yes.
Well, it's a fantastic looking vehicle, so thanks very much for joining us and talking to us about this Superbus.
It was a pleasure, but before we go, what is it that you like about it?
Yeah, quite a few things. I mean, the design to me is like a piece of art. It doesn't look real, it looks like a piece of art, but then you've got the elements of sustainability, the distance it'll go, the speed it'll go, and also the flexibility. It'll pick you up from your office or maybe your home and take you on that high-speed journey. Great.
Okay,
thank you very much.